Agile projects are both incremental and iterative. Let us see first what is incremental. Incremental, as the name indicates, it delivers the solution in increments, building blocks or pieces. Every increment adds the features or the components or capabilities or qualities to the solutions or improves for those already existing. The main objective is to create a new unit which adds value to overall solution. In one word, it is adding on the top of it. An important note here, not every increment is made with an intention of delivering the product or solution fully ready to use. In case when the increment developments are independent, we can develop them as parallel by different groups of teams. Incremental development is when each successive version of the product or service is usable and each one is built upon the previous version. It is the one is when the development team is able to know a small part of the whole business value. The whole business value of a product or solution, apply that small part through that incremental work. The next one is iterative. Iteration means doing something repeatedly. It is actually a word from the Latin origin. As far as the Agile development, iterative means repeating of the software development activities. We can apply this approach in the design process because it is very difficult or we rarely achieve the initial goal or objective the very first attempt itself. In such complex tasks or scenarios, we keep correcting the previous versions repeatedly. That leads us closer and closer to the desired goal. Iterative approach doesn't mean that initial plans or designs are poor, but rather as we progressing, we keep elevating and refining based on the new learnings. In Agile, we apply each iteration purposefully to improve the previous version, and each iteration is executed with a certain plan. They're not something like they're executed like unplanned or with no planning. In Agile, every cycle or iteration should end in a clear situation. That means it should produce an usable end result. The point of Agile is achieving the business agility. The approach of Agile is focusing the business agility. Here, business agility in the sense refers the ability of the organization to respond to change. This is actually supported by the solution delivery process that can support with short delivery cycles, which is iterative, and the processes those are able to accommodate, which is nothing but the incremental. In response, the Agile adopt and practice both incremental and iterative. And altogether, new set of features or the set of increments to the current features are planned to work in this incremental and iterative approach. But each of these outputs should be usable. This is where the Agile differs from just being incremental and iterative. In Agile, every cycle should end with clear situation or clear output. This means the end result should be potentially in a position to release something or should be able to deploy something. So the iterative and incremental developments can help achieving this goal. So Agile projects are incremental and iterative. As a matter of fact, one can adopt incremental and iterative even with non-agility, that is non-agile projects also. So we can say not all incremental and iterative developments are Agile.